Not quite within his distance, I wouldn't have thought. Jared Blair, the boy from Wonthaggi, although going back rather confidently.
15 seconds!
Still going backwards. He may well be called to play on here because he hasn't started his approach yet. And he starts now, so I reckon he's beaten the tick-tock by a second or two there. Blair from a long way out straightens, and that's nicely disguised and finds Dwyer.
He did it beautifully, didn't he? Used all of his allotted time. He knew he couldn't get the distance. He just waited for something to bob up.
Yeah, just stay with him.
Yeah, here's the kick from Jared Blair, and spotted Dwight. Hey, the tweets come through from Dale Thomas, BT. Come on, boys. Who's going to be the one? Cats' third quarter was incredible. Time is now.
Sam Dwyer needs to take note of that tweet. Kicked a couple tonight. 48 metres out, City end. Very, very straight. The Pies have got a bit left. And Gary Ayres talked him into continuing. Great story for that man Dwyer. Now here's Stokes. Gathers at half-back. Looking for someone inside. Had to go by foot. There was no handball available. Blitzars of the man. Look at this. Corey free. Forward of the ball. Did well. Harry O'Brien tries to close him down. In doing so, had to leave his man Thurlow down the throat of Hawkins.
Great kick from Jackson Thurlow.
How good's the skill level?
Incredible, isn't it?
That's why they run off and run with confidence when they win the football, because they know they're not going to get burnt the other way, this Geelong team, because they hold on to it with their skill level. They don't look stupid if it gets turned over, so why wouldn't you run forward with confidence?
For his biggest bag of the year to date, Hawkins, this will give him 4.
20.
And I think the biggest against Collingwood too. Directly in front, 50 metres out. Gets a bit of leverage by going out to the right. Good-looking kick in response to the Collingwood goal. He's got 4.
Liking from that range, Hawkins. Almost more nervous for me when I watch him kick it from 20 or 25. When he really frees his shoulders up, he's got a beautiful kicking action. Reminded me a bit of that one he kicked after the siren last year against the Hawks. Reminds me a bit of that goal he kicked after the siren last year, BT. I like his action more from outside 50. He seems to just kick with a bit more freedom.
Yeah, gets through it.
You just relax more, don't you? You just lean back a bit.
Power. He really does get through it nicely from that distance. And I guess the expectation is not on you to have to convert that goal. So you go back a lot more relaxed.
Thanks, Darren.
Geelong by 13. Goal apiece in the last quarter. Stay with us. This one will go to the wire. Blitzarves, Pendlebury. Ball tackling high there.
Get him on the head. Luke, ball up, please.
Again, Collingwood are trying to free up Harry O'Brien behind the ball. They want him to have the influence on the game that he did in that first half. They need to get the footy in his hands as much as they can to provide that run.
Morgan Smith sideways to Taylor.
You're right, mate.
Taylor back in. Nice looking kick to Duncan.
Hold there, Jordan. Hold, mate. Play on. Play on.
Thought about going back to Taylor. Not sure why the umpire called play, and he hadn't gone off his mark. And now Josh Hunt. I reckon Hunt's within range here if he wants to have a go. On the run, no problems from there for him.
You see Jimmy Bartell, he's just signalling.
Right on the mark.
That's a little signal, that, isn't it? The head scratch, I'm sure.
Scratching the ear with the ball.
Unusual.
Do you reckon it is? It might be.
I reckon he's got something up his sleeve here.
I reckon he'll pop it to the top of the square, you reckon?
Let's have a look. He does that, Richo. You read it beautifully. Here comes Podsy Adley over the top. All he could do was defend with a punch. Duncan ran over the top of the footy. Bundled out of the way was Thomas of Collingwood.
Old head scratch with a foot is not something you see.
The only problem
Pretty
is
obvious one.
You've got to come up with a new one every week. Just now we know about it.
That was pretty obvious. What
do they do next week?
It's not a natural thing to do, is it? Scratch your footy, scratch your head with a footy.
Need to work on his code work, Josh Hunt.
Come on, Josh.
That's a dangerous kick. Guthrie flew up the back. Is Hunt again, left foot around the corner. Side bottom got a fist there, but it's going to come back. The boot of Harry Taylor. 60 metres out. Great control, got it back inside, and Geelong through Duncan. 8 minutes gone last quarter. Geelong by 13 points. Duncan, a low ball, trying to put it into space again and draw Hawkins to the footy. Motlop did well defending the handball, had a second go at it as well. He kept it alive, Motlop. Guthrie with the kick. Danger for the Pies here. Both Collingwood players go to ground. Caddy just had nothing left in the end. Motlop keeping it alive was quite brilliant. Cracker had to be clean at ground level, he wasn't. McCaffo wants to lock it in now. Somehow it gets bundled out the back door. Side bottom and Duncan go at it. Guthrie on the bottom. Get the feeling if the Cats get another one, it'll be big trouble for Collingwood.
Well, at the moment, it's just their structure behind the football. Geelong, they've got Mackie, Hunt. It's going to be tough for Collingwood to get through.
Look at the players around this footy. Anyone that does win it is immediately going to be attacked.
Up there. Jordan, put.
We talked to Chris Scott before the game, 18th in clearances, but it's the structure behind the ball that creates most of their scores.
So many players near the ball, it's almost impossible to take possession and not be tackled. Here.
Ball again.
What would he be doing there? What could he do now, Lingy, do you think?
Well, you can see forward at Collingwood ball, there's only 2 players, but Geelong getting those numbers back. Well, that's what they needed. They need a free kick there. Now they need to move the ball quickly. They went so well in the first half, fast through the middle of the ground. They've got to do that now.
And here they go. Seedsman gave it. Really hot handball, followed up though to Cracker. He wanted the shepherd from Pendlebury, but Pendlebury said, I'm the kicker here. Gets it wide and finds his man again. A fingertipper couldn't hold it, Dwyer. Now he turns his man inside out. Did he have the footy? Gee, Thurlow looked up as if he had tackled him without the footy.
Oh, they won't like that, Collingwood fans.
No, they're very stiff there.
Look at them!
They're going feral here, the Pies fans, and oh, look at that. They'll tear this joint down in a minute if it keeps going that way. And they're stiff there. That's a free kick.
Right in front of their social club.
Sam Dwyer, who's been good tonight.
No, that's really harsh. Two of the same sort of decisions there. One got paid and one didn't.
Ben Reid, a little heavy again on the kick, and Harry Taylor will have to mop up. They want to transfer the play. Goes to Guthrie.
I think he was spot on before about what they need to do. That transition that allowed Dwyer an opportunity where he should have got a free kick. It was fanatical play on and quick movement. They've always been the boundary side in the past when Mick Moldhouse was the coach, but you underestimate how quick they played on. They've got a chance here.
Harry O'Brien gathers, gets within 45. Touched on the line. Mackie.
Gee, a bit stiff, Harry. He thought he'd measured it beautifully, but yeah, the goal line camera shows it beautifully.
Score review would be easy if we had those all the time, Richo.
Well, that's the point. You need them at every game, at every venue, or don't have the score review.
Just pressing a little here at the moment, the Pies. This kick is not great because Blair was a small target and had to beat 3 defenders. Corey.
Still heaps of time. We're over 10 minutes remaining in the final quarter. Free kick pushing it back, Jimmy Bartell.
Got the loose player over the top here, Geelong. If they can get up quick enough, they can't. Bartell inside to Mackie. Mackie just waits. Looking to be perfect with the footy. Gives it to Bartell. Bartell out wide with a good-looking kick to Duncan. Was there a little push there? Pretty sure there was. No free kick paid. Jordan Russell just ran back into the bear trap and got caught.
That's Jordan.
It was Motlop the tackler.
Jordan, please.
Is there a little push here? Hard to say from that angle. Perhaps a lunging effort was okay by Russell.
No, very clever umpiring that, because I think if they had paid that one, the crowd would have actually torn the grandstands down.
Thanks, George.
Definitely hands in the back there. No free. Blair. Underneath it, Thurlow. Crowd of 66,768 here tonight. Just below the Collingwood average for their home games of 71,000. As Dwyer faked it outside, came back inside to Brown to Harry O'Brien. They wanted the footy in his hands. He kicks long. Cloak's down there, got to beat a couple. Has anyone touched this? Has anyone touched this? Cracker to keep it alive. He does. Could have gone back to side bottom, but he got caught. And he's got a free. He plays on, didn't go behind the mark. Cracker's kicked the goal. I'm not sure he went behind the mark. But Cracker has kicked the goal and got him within a goal.
Right. He's always smart like that, Andy Cracker. He saw an opportunity just to run off, make it a lot of... Oh, gee, I don't know there. Did that go through? A bit of the ball on the line, maybe. Gets the free kick, Harry.
Now he stands up in front of the mark. Gee, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, well, they might have got the square up here, Collingwood, because the first free kick was a great step from Andy Cracker. I can't see a lot of high contact there, so he's a bit lucky in the first place. The play-on's a bit lucky, so maybe a little bit of the ledger being balanced here.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
This has got an electric filter at the moment. Collingwood fans are still going off.
Back within a goal. Swan's going to mark this.
Got to keep playing on. That's good.
Pendlebury's got Maxwell in support. Chisels one to side bottom, who marks. Right in front of the interchange area, side bottom.
So even though before they were outnumbered with Cloak 2 on 1, they got it in there quickly and Cracker swooped on the loose ball. They just got to keep moving the ball as quickly as possible.
Ball wide to Cloak with perfection. Cloak looking to wheel back on the left, but he only had Cracker deep, so he decided that wouldn't be a good option because Geelong have got about 3 spares back there. And they've still got 3. Luckily, the ball came off the side of the boot, although Ponsiadley well placed.
That was not off the side of the boot, BT. That was a talk. That's very surprising from Travis Cloak, given he was on his left side.
Strange call, isn't it?
Stokes, Russell, Selwood keeps his feet.
Hey, Lingy, BT just gave us the crowd before, just over 66,000. From where we're sitting up here, it feels like an 80,000 with the noise and the enthusiasm. It's got that real buzz about it at the moment.
Oh, it certainly does, Das. There's a lot of feeling here in the crowd and in the game. Yeah, they know, the crowd knows it's a huge game especially for Collingwood.
Good decision by Dwyer and Pendlebury. Here's Seedsman, couple of bounces on the wing. He can go inside 50. I tell you what, Elliott's got out behind him. If Elliott gets a good bounce, he's away. Can he sock it off the ground? He has. Collingwood have drawn level. Collingwood have drawn level here. Wowee, what about this?
And that man there, we talked about it before, he can get in behind defences as well as anyone, Jamie Elliott. He's such a good reader of the play. And that was a terrific kick. It's his 3rd goal. Seedsman knew Elliott had the pace. He got in behind 3 Geelong defenders. Terrific play. And he's back in form. And he is just a natural forward, this guy. He reads the play beautifully.
Yeah, Bucks enjoyed it. You can just hear that little sigh of relief. 8 goals to 2 in the second quarter. Look at the inside, the third quarter to Geelong. Look at the inside 50s. All Collingwood.
Last 7, Das.
Yep.
Goodness gracious me. Here we go. Scores a level. Plenty of time. 8 minutes of pure intensity here. Sit back and enjoy this. West. Stokes. Harry O'Brien there. Got met high.
Have a listen to the Collingwood fans. The Southern Stand wing, they are right involved in this game.
Cracker to Blair. Blair marks. Loose man back is Guthrie.
Moving on now.
Nothing much long. He wants a spot-up kick, so he goes way back to Reid, just to try and spread the Geelong players and suck them out of the 50. And he's achieved that to a certain degree.
Well, it's the players that got them into the game early. O'Brien and Cracker, they've come back into it.
Kaffar takes the mark. Gee, that's almost 50. That player is not within arm's length of his opponent and should have been penalised. The 50, I reckon. Elliott now comes in here. An opportunity to shrugging the tackle by Kennedy, the sub. He goes long to side bottom. 2 on 1 here. Can someone keep their feet? They all fall over. Selwood with a Cracker tackle. It was great. Handball to Seedsman, no. Side bottom went the kick to Len. Should have gone to Seedsman. And now Stokes to Hawkins.
Yeah. Well, there was no one in front of him, Richo, apart from Motlop, and he decides that they're going to just slow it down a bit here, the Cats. They know that all the momentum has switched the way of Collingwood. They're going to hold on to it for a bit.
Yes, he normally makes the right decision, side bottom, but I reckon he had to go to Seedsman, then he tried to come back too far.
Side bottom at the moment hasn't got a man, so there must be a spare as Harry Taylor kicks high. At the back is Marley Williams, tidies up to Seedsman, confronted on the boundary line, good evasiveness, got it to Blair. Gee, got in his way, Seedsman. Blair was about to kick the footy. Stokes in the middle, sees Selwood. Selwood trying to absorb the tackle. Jolly's got to get down. Duncan did.
That was Harry O'Brien's tackle on Selwood then. It was first class.
Pendlebury pursued now by Schroeder. Somehow Russell came out with the ball. Seedsman clever along the boundary line. Ball didn't get all of that. Tapped by Taylor. Intercepted by side bottom. Here's Cloak. 60 metres out. No one forward again.
Open goal square. He just about bomb it there. He's got someone's side.
Dwyer. He accepts. Dwyer can go all the way. 50 metres out. In the pocket. Side bottom has dropped the mark. He has dropped the mark, side bottom. Bit of a sitter in the end for him, but I tell you what, it's coming back again.
Yeah, they've got numbers out here, Collingwood, 3-on-1.
Dwyer over the top, Nathan Brown. Long ball in, Cloak's got a good position here. Off hands.
His Lonergan's played a good role at Travis Cloak tonight. He's been so good in the one-on-ones, Richo.
He hasn't, you can't remember him taking a contested mark inside 50. Collingwood have got a great chance now to lock it in, get a good setup behind the ball, get a chance to score a goal.
95 apiece, 4 3/4 minutes. Corey to side bottom. Side bottom to Dwyer again. High ball. It's looking like it's going to get there. It's touched right on the line again. How many of those have there been tonight?
Got to get their structure right on this kick in to hold it in the Pies.
Hall and Smith, a youngster to take the kick in. Finds end right to Taylor. Hasn't been down the Geelong end for some minutes. And Russell's looking behind him to see any pressure. Risky kick, but it finds Dwyer in the middle of the G. Dwyer short ball. And Collingwood through. Kennedy the sub. Gives to Pendlebury. Goes wide, looking for ball, couldn't do it. Guthrie, strong mark in defence.
Last 11 inside 50s and 12 minutes since the Cats have gone inside 50.
Can Geelong clear the forward end of Collingwood? That's what they're going to need to do here. This one may well be intercepted. Pendlebury's there. It's a 2-on-1. Great shepherd from Lonergan. Taylor now, so they've got it to their half of the ground. What can they do now? Hall and Smith was in there. Marley Williams with a quick kick out. Cloak arrives in front of Taylor. Takes possession, sees Blair. Blair's got McCaffrey on. McCaffrey will mark. Free in the pocket as a Collingwood player. It's Elliott. He marks, plays on from near the boundary line, sees Cracker and gets him. Now they'll have to watch Cracker here because he will play on. Nothing more certain.
It's in good hands, isn't it, BT?
It is. He is the creator, the specialist here at the G. Andrew Cracker.
He'll go at the left foot and snap it around the body. You think from here, Crack, it's either a banana on the right foot or run around the left.
I'm thinking banana. Darcy's setting up for that. Here's Cracker. He's got it. Collingwood are back in front by 7 points.
How good is that? Andy Cracker, what a great story. Back into the side, knee reconstruction, thought his career was over. He turned up pre-season. He was out of shape. They made him earn his spot back. And that's why you want him in your side. He was always going to kick that. Brilliant kick this from Elliott. Summed it up beautifully. Played on, punched a low ball in. And little Andy Cracker, good enough to do the job. Can the Cats find something now, Beatso? They need the next goal.
Unbelievably, Collingwood were 13 down at three-quarter time. They're now 7 in front. and we've only got 2:37 on the clock. So, Lingy, do they put a player back, or is it just one-on-one still?
I think it's still one-on-one. I think it's still a little bit of time to go. But you want to, if you can get possession of the ball now and you're Collingwood, you've got to keep possession of it every chance you get.
Okay. So not time, Lingy says. What about you, Das?
Yeah, look, I think it's time for Collingwood just to try and hold on to it. There is enough time for the Cats to score, but they will keep being bold going through the middle of the ground. You can guarantee that much.
Oh, look at the deft touch there from Hawkins after the bar. Tell third man up in the comp. Harry Taylor gets it to Selwood. Selwood met with some pressure, kicks long and deep. Russell escorted over the line, but Geelong have got it just where they need it.
Watch the Pies just pile back now. They're running from everywhere to get into defence. They don't want any space around this stoppage, so every Collingwood player trying to work back inside 50 here. 62% of this quarter has been at the Collingwood forward end of the ground. Here's a rare chance for Geelong in this quarter. Razor Ray just breaks the tension. Look at the players around the footy here. Boy, oh boy.
BT, this is where if you're a Geelong player, as best you possibly can, you've got to walk your opponent away. Try and create some space for your teammate to be able to work in.
I reckon the 7-point lead, that extra point is probably going to prove pretty handy here, Das. Harry O'Brien, they've got to score twice, Geelong, and they've got 1:49 to do it. And here's a big chance. Hunt, can he get around O'Brien? He hammers it long in the goal square. Pontiatli had both hands on it. Bartel, it's touched on the line. Boy, oh boy, wow, we touched right on the line.
Umpire very confident. He didn't want to look at a score review. Let's see. Yeah, good decision and well played, Dane Swan. I reckon the pod would love his time again. He had a good look at that mark.
Both hands on it, Das. Cloak with a clunker.
That is massive from Cloak. Bucks a little sigh of relief. Chris Scott's still composed, but he hasn't done that all night.
Umpire's called play on. He hasn't got back on his man on the mark yet. Said he wasted too much time on the deck. Fair enough. Taylor, West over the top. 1:11. Down 6 points here now.
I'm sure Big West had summed that up all that well, BT. He just had to take the risk. He had to try and go for the mark, keep it in play.
Only had one draw between these two teams, and you've got to go way back to 1934. They've got the point they need, Geelong. Now they need a goal. You would think Geelong probably can't win it from here, but they can draw it.
Well done, Blair. That's how they started this game on fire.
Look at that man there. Settle, 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 he says.
The Pie fans all around that southern stand wing. They've been in fine voice. And this will be a famous victory if they can hang on for 39 seconds here.
How nervous are you as a Collingwood player having to kick and find a target here in the back half?
Well, given they've conceded some ground, they want to hang on to the ball.
O'Brien, that was very, very nearly knocked out of his hands.
Harry O'Brien, unbelievable game tonight. 31 disposals coming up.
Collingwood have come from 13 down. First of all, it was the Geelong comeback. And now the Pies. 12 seconds. Can't be anything more than a draw, you wouldn't have thought, for Geelong from here.
Cats have just got to smash this back into the corridor, get it into space. Or Blitzarf's could have got a free kick there.
Went back into the Collingwood forward line. I think that's just about it now. Free kick will go Geelong's way here. But time is going to beat them. Collingwood have won. Collingwood have beaten Geelong, the undefeated team in the comp, and have come from 13 down at three-quarter time to do it. The third consecutive win by Collingwood over the Cats. Let's get down to Cameron Lee with Harry O'Brien.
Well, Harry, you look absolutely excited, but at the same time, just absolutely wrapped.
Yeah, relief to more than anything. I think, we've had a pretty tough week with we made it really simple, the focuses, and we're able to stick to it. So, yeah, it's a relief to have gotten the win.
And it was great. You guys played such good footy in the first half. Geelong came at you in that third quarter with a fantastic quarter of footy. But to then be able to respond again and get over the line, that's got to give you a lot of belief for the rest of the year, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we question ourselves internally about our character. You know, we've had some really bad losses, so we showed a lot of character to fight back.
Well, those questions about the defensive pressure, because it appeared at the start of the game, your defensive pressure was just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It was about the defensive pressure, about our desire and our intent to want to defend, and yeah, we made that our focus and we were able to pull it off. So, we hope that's the start of things to come.
Well done, mate. Great job tonight. Great job.
Harry O'Brien there. Unbelievable win here from Collingwood. They kicked 4 goals to 1 into that last quarter there.